Hello, everyone, and welcome to Verizon Wireless sponsored VZWBuzz recap. And today we talked about the smart home. And oftentimes we think that a smart home is an expensive home. And luckily, thanks to mobile technology and a lot of great accessories, that's no longer the case. You can have a smart home, a smart apartment. I have a smart office, I think. Any room in your home or anywhere you live or you work can actually be smart. And we're going to tell you how you can get that done. Today, I am thrilled to welcome Judy Davis, and she's coming to us from Fort Leavenworth.
Leonard Wood.
Leonard Wood. Fort Leonard Wood it's in Ohio, yes?
Missouri, Southern Missouri.
Southern Missouri. I wasn't even close. Well, somewhat close. How are you, Judy? It's great to see you.
I know, it's great to see you, Monica. Now we're left Colorado, and now we're here in Southern Missouri. It's kind of the life of military family.
Yes,
Excited to be here.
So, how did you find the move from Fort Carson to Fort Leonard Wood?
Yeah, it was busy as always, but I think this time was the easiest because of technology. I have to laugh. We were able to, create hotspots wherever we went. We were able to be connected all the time. We never went. So if we couldn't find somewhere, we were able to use our smartphones to locate and get us where we need to be. So it was seamless because of technology, really.
Oh,
I was surprised.
That's so good to hear. I wanted you to tell the community a little bit about you before you do. I want to remind everyone that today someone is going to win this amazing Nexus Android phone, and I could not open it. It's the 9. It's an amazing device, actually. I saw someone playing with it the other day, but look at the size of it. It's a beautiful, beautiful device. And it doesn't have a lot of buttons. This is made by Motorola. And it's a great device. I'm going to show you how it compares to the Samsung Galaxy S6 in terms of size. See? So if you're watching a movie or you're reading a book or you're doing email, checking a spreadsheet, doing those kinds of things, these phones are absolutely amazing because they have a great screen and a great battery life. So whoever wins this device today is one very lucky person. And we're going to pick someone right from the stream. So ask us any of the questions that you might have about your smart home, and we will answer them. Judy, tell us a little bit about you. I want you to talk a little bit about your blog and your recent book so that everyone knows where to get it and where to find you.
Well, I am, like I said, I'm an active duty military spouse, and my husband came back into service after a 19-year break, and now I do speaking and training, helping military spouses and military families kind of make the most of this life and not be so stressed out and deal with all the unique challenges that our community faces day in and day out. So I've written a couple books, one just kind of on stress relief and personal growth, and the other one that I'm really excited about is helping teens, young adults with the growing crisis of suicide, depression, and addiction. And that's for both military and civilian families alike. So
it's really such important work that Judy's doing over there. I am so grateful that you
identify if their kids have trouble. So
sorry. Yes, that's great. We lost you there for a quick second, but yeah, such great work. And I'm going to make sure that actually, if you can put on your Twitter feed the link to your book and where people can get it, that would be great, Judy. Also your blog, so people know where to find you. Judy Davis is a great person to follow, everyone. I know there was a question on the stream that I was kind of anxious to answer. And I think Nani Shanae and a couple of you guys had a question about the differences between a TiVo, DVR, Apple TV, Chromecast, all of that. And so I wanted to kind of help explain general categories. You can have DVRs, which are the digital recording devices that oftentimes come with either your FiOS package or your cable package on your TV, and that allows you to record. And oftentimes also you can buy movies on demand. You can do all of those things that you do on your cable TV or your Fios TV. Those are kind of like the DVR category. TiVo is in that category. Roku is in that category. And oftentimes they allow you also to stream content onto your TV from your mobile device. But that's not necessarily the case or all the time for both of those. But if you have a Chromecast is a little device that looks just like a USB drive. You plug it in the back of your TV, and you can actually project what is on your smartphone, things like YouTube and a couple other things, onto your TV screen. That device, I believe, costs around $35, and you can actually stream certain things, not everything from your mobile device, but certain things from your mobile device. And so it's important to kind of get to know the difference between all of these devices to see what's right for you. A Roku, for example, is going to cost you. TiVo is going to cost you also on a monthly basis. So make sure that you take a look at what you might need and then choose accordingly. Mm-hmm. Trudy, we talked about, do you use any of these actually?
I do. I love the Chromecast to take with me when I travel. I use it to stream my yoga videos so that I can keep up with my yoga and everything all the time. It plugs into most any hotel television now, and it makes it awesome to be able to use my own Netflix, use my my Amazon Prime account, and streaming everything I need. So I use the Chromecast a lot.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, it's great. It's become like a fun thing. And if there's a new YouTube video on, then we all together come together around the TV and watch it right on the Chromecast. Exactly. I found that to be the one I use the most.
Me too. Me too.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about sort of the home and the ways in which we can make a home a little smarter and why, right? Why would we even want to do that? What would be the motivator to having a smart home? What would you say, Judy? What would make you choose that?
For me, I think it's about energy efficiency, kind of that whole green, living a greener life, and also, saving money. I think that's such a great advantage that having a smart home does from all different things. Over the entire year, you can save a significant amount of dollars by making your temperature adjust according to when you're home and when you're not. I think that's my absolute favorite device and I think one of the people on the chat talked about the thermostat and just how great that it learns what you use and how you use it, and then it just programs it from that point forward. So I love that. Yeah,
it's true that energy savings is so big. You can, even with just a few degrees, you can save. The good thing about the Nest thermostat, which I believe was purchased by, who purchased it? I can't remember. Big company purchased Nest. I think it was Google. And they, all you have to do is really you install it. It's not that complicated. And you can control the temperature in your home via your smartphone. So say, for example, you're traveling and you're going to come home, you can raise the temperature just as you're about to get home, so it's not warming the whole day. Things like this that really allow for great energy savings. The Hue lights or the smart Wemo switch, you just plug it onto your wall and you can turn on and off the lights remotely. So all of these things are very efficient.
Right. And that Netcam, I mean, that is such a stress reliever for us. We have pets, or if my husband's gone, on assignment, he can check in if I'm not home, or just if he knows I'm going to be coming home soon, he can kind of take a look at the house and give some peace of mind. So that one I love too. Those are two things that.
Those are good. There's smart locks for your doors. I think we've talked about that. If you need to let someone in your house, you can do that remotely. But I think mostly one of the things that I would recommend is if you live near a Verizon destination store in particular. I know the chat's sponsored by Verizon, but I can't say enough good things about those stores. One in Chicago, one in Houston, one in Boston, and the other one in Minneapolis at the Mall of America. They have a really good way for you to see what the environment of a smart home might look like, or what are some of the elements that you may want. So for example, I have this smart home security. This looks like a little bookshelf that you can just put on a bookshelf, and it allows you to see what's going on in your home, check for motion control. So as simple as that, right? Right off the box, you put it in wherever you want to put it, and it'll just have a camera on that space, allowing you to see remotely anything that you may want to see as far as, say, pets or, the kids, if you're just outside for momentarily, things like that, that just make life more convenient.
Exactly. And gives that sense of security. I think that, smart homes for me, that's like a big piece of it too, is just that peace of mind to know what's going on. I think it's really helpful.
Peace of mind is a big deal. Anytime that technology can give you a peace of mind,
Right.
I think it's worth exploring, isn't it?
Yes, yes. And I can't even tell you how many military spouses are excited about having this kind of technology, because so often we are home alone, either with our kids or even like mine, we're empty nesters. So, I often come home to an empty house, and it's just nice. Technology can help us feel safer.
Yeah. And then there's the fun stuff. There's things like the wireless speakers. Do you use any of those, or
No, I don't. As many of us laugh about regularly, that's what I love when you said about the rise in destination stores, because as someone who isn't naturally tech savvy, it's one of those stores helped me just see all the capabilities and lets me get hands-on before I even purchase something. So I appreciate those. But no, I don't use the speakers. I mean, I am just, one little thing at a time that I do, just because I can't do everything all at once. It overwhelms me a little bit, but
I know. It can be, you have to do it a step at a time. So if you have if you're going to pick certain elements for your home, start with the things that are going to save you money, that are not overly complicated.
Exactly.
And then, work your way up from there. But there really is a lot to learn. And I think that what you would find is even a small step will make your life a lot easier.
Yeah. Well, the lights, being able to do the lights and things with your smartphone, I love that. I mean, that's great. So.
Yeah, because sometimes we leave the house and it's early, but we know we're going to come back late, so the lights stay on just in case.
Right.
And so they're on for 5 hours, and you could have just turned them on remotely as soon as it gets dark. So there's so many different things that are so useful.
Which one is your favorite, Monica? Which one do you like the best?
About in general, I have to say, I'm into the cameras.
Oh, okay.
I like to see what my pets are up to and just who comes in and out of the house. This is my latest favorite smart home device. Very easy to install. It works with your wireless network. No need to use, data. Of course, if you're remote, you're going to use some data. So watch the difference between when you're going to consume your own data and when you're actually going to have the Wi-Fi take the bulk of that.
And so does that work with an app that goes onto your smartphone? Is that how it's coordinated and things?
Yep. And so you log on and you can see what's going on remotely, no matter where you are. And oftentimes, it's important, say, I remember someone mentioned using it during a hurricane. So, they left it on, they had to board it up and go, and they were able to see, the state the house was in. And so it's very useful in many
kinds of search and rescue and stuff like that in the future. It's going to be neat to see how they change all kinds of buildings and homes. And, in the next 3 to 5 years, all these technologies are just going to explode, it seems like.
So true, which is why no one in this chat is going to be left without knowing whatever you need to know. Please feel free to also come to our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/theonlinemom. Post your questions there, because what we want to make sure is that we all learn as much as possible, and we learn from each other. And if you have any questions, take a step at a time, join that community, ask your questions, but also, go to a store, find out anything you need to know. Just feel free to ask, particularly in the stream. Robin is great. She's always sharing her great advice. The Tech Dad, Paul, Jean, Geek Babe, everyone is ready to help you answer your questions. I was going to
Absolutely.
ask you this, Judy.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, I bet you're the person that other military spouses, in particular, may come to ask questions about mobile
Yeah.
technology, your favorite device. Is
Mhm.
that true?
Yes, they do, and it's funny because they all have kind of watched my journey, and it's become this thing that if Judy can do it, anybody can do it. Kind of silliness, but it's true, and that's what I love about this whole community because I am learning so much each and every week that I go on the chat, or if I'm talking to the different people, and my followers will go and ask, all of you, the Online Mom, Tech Dad, Robin's World, and Geek, all of those people are always so willing to share, hey, this isn't working it doesn't have to just be, it can be a simple question like, I can't figure out how to make this app work. Anything technology related, there's someone in our group that will be able to help you. And there's plenty of us that don't know everything either. We're asking questions too. So I would encourage people, the more you can ask, the better we can all grow with technology because it changes every day. And that's the beauty. There's always someone that can help you, and you'll be surprised at how many people you can help. And every time I help somebody, I'm shocked at how much I know, and I don't even know that I know. So
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
so
great
true. And
community.
you do know a lot more than you did.
Oh, goodness,
Even in the
yes.
beginning, I remember. So what is your all-time favorite device, smart device that you've had?
I am a Droid girl through and through. I have had the Max, and I have the Turbo now, and try to think. It's just my go-to phone. I love it. So that is the thing that I use it as my primary device and run everything through that. So
Cool.
I'm a Droid girl.
Is the battery holding up as
Yeah,
yep.
yes, it is. It is.
Yep.
And after the latest, I know some people were questioning and asking me because they know I'm a Droid person. They were asking about that update that they had, and that seems to have fixed a couple of the bugs that were there. So it's running really good. So
Oh,
I like
very
it.
cool. Very cool.
Yep.
I am so grateful that you could join us, Judy. I know that Misty and Marty, our producers, are so amazing, and they've been trying to get you to join
Absolutely.
us and trying to match your schedule. I'm so grateful you could make the time.
Me
Uh,
too. Thank you for having me.
and yeah, so remind us again the name of your blog.
It is thedirectiondiva.com, and you can find all of my resources, a little bit about me, follow my blog, and my tech posts are done under Tech Moments, so you can see those and see my journey. So,
That's right, Tech Moments. By the way,
yes.
Judy also had an incredibly amazing and inspiring health journey.
Oh
Uh,
gosh.
you lost quite a lot of weight. You look fantastic. You look
Oh,
better every
thank
time I
you.
see you.
It's always a roller coaster, and I've been off the workout wagon lately, been just traveling so much, but we're working on it and continue just one step at a time, right?
Yep, you can't worry about what you ate an hour ago.
Nope.
Just worry about what you're going to eat
Exactly.
next.
Exactly. So thanks, Monica. I
Yeah.
love everything you're doing. It's great, and thanks for having me today.
You're a pleasure, Judy. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Have a wonderful weekend.
You
I
too.
just want to remind everyone that Robin is actually giving away a Droid Turbo. So stop by her blog. It's robinsonlineworld.com. You might win that. And today's winner of this amazing, amazing Nexus device, I am just getting it through here, is at Echo Goodner. Congratulations, Echo Goodner. We're
Congrats.
going to be shipping this to you. Yay.
Great.
You're going to love it. And we'll see you back again here next week. Just want to let everyone else know we are going to be coming at different times, not just on Fridays, but different times of the week. We're going to switch it up. So be sure to check the schedule and follow us and come to the Verizon Wireless stores to check out any of the workshops, because you can learn a lot in those free workshops, whether you're a Verizon Wireless customer or not. You can attend a workshop and learn all about the devices that you may have questions on. Thanks again, everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Bye. Have a
Bye.
good day.
You too.